Hello and welcome to my channel and my new video. Over here I have the Gshock GBD-100. And before getting started with the tutorial part, I'm just gonna let you know that you can connect this watch to your phone using the application and do all of these settings using your phone app. Nevertheless, I'm gonna run through these settings manually using just the watch. So let's get started. From the standard timekeeping mode, press and hold the upper left button until you hear the beep. So let's go. And there it is. We have entered our settings menu. As you can see, it has a number of settings, and this is just the first screen of 4. Using the upper left button or lower left button, I can shuffle through the settings or the position of my arrow indicating the position of my settings. Let's actually start from the beginning and set our home time. To enter this sub menu, press the run button. And we enter the sub menu of our city and daylight saving time mode. Again, press the run to enter the city setting. And we have our cities. Using the upper left button or lower left button, I'm shuffling between cities or home cities. I'm gonna set my home time to Paris since that is my time zone. To implement the Paris time setting, simply press the run and the watch will implement the setting. Next up, let's enter the DST setting, so move the arrow over here to the DST setting by pressing the lower left button and it moved to DST. To enter the DST, press the run button again. And now I'm in the position of setting my DST. Is it auto, off, or on? Press the lower left button to move it down or upper left one to move it up. To implement the setting or choose the setting, simply press the run button and the watch will implement the setting. Now let's get back to our main menu. To exit this sub menu, press the lower right button. And now we are back at the settings menu. Press the lower left button to enter the time adjustment and to move the arrow to time adjustment, and to enter it, press the run button. Move our arrow to manual by pressing the lower left button and press the run to enter our time setting. The arrow beneath 22 o'clock indicates that now we are currently in the position of setting our hour value. To shuffle the hour value up or down, press the upper left button or lower left button. In my time zone, it is currently midnight, so I'm gonna leave 0. To implement the settings, or actually to move settings to minutes value, press the run button and the underline has gone to our minutes value over here. Again, procedure is the same. Press the upper left button or lower left button to change our minutes value. So currently it is 3 minutes after midnight. So now we have implemented the settings. We have set our settings to 3 minutes. To implement them, simply press the run button and now we move on to setting our year value. It is 2022, but I can change it by pressing the upper button or lower button. So to decrease it or increase it, upper or lower button. To set our year, press the run button again and we move on to setting our month value. Again, changing it is done by pressing the upper left or lower left button. I'm gonna leave it at 12 because that corresponds to month of December. To implement the setting, press the run and the underline has moved on to number 10, indicating that today is December the 10th. Again, pressing the upper left button or lower left button, I can change the date and I'm gonna leave it at number 10 and then press the run button to implement the setting. It says save and exit. Yes, again, press the run button and the settings will be completed. So now we have set our time and date. I'm gonna press the lower left button to move our arrow to 12 or 24-hour time setting. Then press the run button to enter our submenu of choosing our time format. Is it going to be 12-hour time format or 24-hour time format? Shuffling is done by pressing the upper left or lower left button to move the arrow. The arrow is pointing at 24-hour time format, and I'm gonna press the run button to implement that setting. So now we have set our time and date and our format. To enter or exit, to exit the submenu and get back to the first and original settings menu, I'm gonna press the back button, that is the lower left one, and we have actually gone back to our original settings menu. To set our world time, I'm gonna press the lower left button and move the arrow to our world time setting over here. And to enter the world time setting, I'm gonna press the run button. And now we are in the submenu of our city or DST. Let's enter the city by pressing the run button. And over here, I can choose my secondary time zone or our world time by pressing the either lower left button or upper left button. I can leave my leave my arrow at the corresponding city that I want. Let's say I want it to be UTC, and to choose it, I'm gonna press the run button. Now we are back at the submenu, and I'm gonna press the lower left button to move my arrow to DST, then press the run button. Sorry, this is not available since I have not, since the central time is selected as our city. But you get the point. You can choose your secondary time zone, then enter this submenu to choose either your secondary time zone has DST turned on or turned off. So let's get back by pressing the back button. Some of these watch functions won't be available since I have not connected my watch to a phone. As I've said previously, when you connect your watch to your phone, it will be much easier. To set our alarm mode, from the world time mode, press the lower left button and the arrow moves to alarm. To enter, press the run button, and we can see that there are 4 alarms. Shuffling through alarms is done by pressing the upper left or the lower left button. Let's say I want to set alarm number 1. I'm gonna press the run button, and when my arrow is pointed at alarm number 1, and over here you have the check mark just besides on, off, or snooze. So press the upper left button to shuffle it between on, off, or snooze. My check mark is at on, and I'm gonna press the run button, and we have underlined our hour value. I can shuffle the hour value by pressing the upper or lower left button. So let's say I want my alarm to be at 12 o'clock. There it is. Next up, once we have set our hour value, I'm gonna press the run button, and the underline moves on to the minutes value. Again, you can shuffle it by pressing the upper left or lower left button. Again, press the run to implement the settings. It says save and exit, yes. And with that, we have turned on our alarm at 12 o'clock. So the principle is the same for all of the alarms. Let's get back to our original menu. Let's move on to the second page of our menu. Press the lower left button, and we can see there are profile, beep, light, and vibration. Let's enter the profile by pressing the run button. Over here, you can set your information. Let's enter the height, press the run button. I can set my height over here. You have centimeters underlined. Press the upper or lower left button to shuffle your value. Let me put it, let's say, at 180. Then press the run button, and we move on to kilo value. I'm gonna set it to, let's say, 75 kilos. Then press the run button, Again, save and exit, yes, and we have set our height and weight. Press the lower left button to move to our sex value or orientation. Press the run button to enter. Let's say I'm a male, and I have set my sex. Press the lower left to enter my birthday. As you can see, we have a year underlined. Let's say 1990. Press the run button. The shuffling, flashing or underline moves on to our month value. I'm gonna leave it at 1. Press run. Underline has moved on to our day value. Again, pressing the upper left or lower left button shuffles the value of our day. And with that, we have set our birthday. In this case, it is January the 1st of 1990. To implement the setting, press the run button. Again, yes, by run button. And we have set our birthday. Press the lower left button to move to wrist. Then press the run. And we can choose which wrist I'm wearing my watch on. I'm gonna say it is left. Then press the run button. We have set all of our values over here with the user profile. And once I'm done with that, I'm gonna press the back button, and let's see what is there to offer else. Let's move on to beep setting. Let's see what it is. Press the lower left button, arrow moves to beep, press the run to enter it, press the run to operation. Is there going to be a sound when you are running watch operations? Let's say I want it on. Press the run button again, but you can switch it to off by pressing the upper or lower button. Let's see, I'm gonna press the lower left button to move to notifications, then press the run to enter the submenu, and over here I have my all on or off and user defined. So I'm gonna leave them at all on by pressing the run button. Let's get back to submenu by pressing the left or lower right button. I'm gonna move my arrow to light by pressing the lower left button, then press the run button to see what's there to offer. Over here we have the auto light and duration. Let's enter the auto light by pressing the run button, and now I'm in the position of setting my auto light. Is it on or off? I can shuffle it by pressing the lower right or upper left button. I'm gonna leave it at off and press the run button to implement the setting. Next up, I'm gonna press the lower left button to move to duration, then press the run button, and over here I can change my light duration. So basically what it is, when I press the light button, I'm determining how much my screen will stay lit on for. Pressing the lower left button, I can shuffle between 1.5 seconds and 3 seconds illumination duration. To implement, in this case, 1.5 seconds illumination duration, I'm gonna press the run button, and the watch has implemented settings and back to our submenu. To get back, press the lap button over here, and we are back at the original menu. Press the lower left button to move to vibration, and press the run to enter it. Again, press the run to operation. So will the watch vibrate when I'm operating my watch? In this case it's turned off, but I can shuffle it between on or off by pressing either one of these two buttons. I'm gonna leave it at off, and to implement it I'm gonna press the run button. Next up, press the lower left to move to notification, then press the run button, and in this case it's all off, but you can shuffle it using these values by pressing the upper left button or lower left button. I'm gonna leave them at all off and press the run to implement all off setting. Now we are going to get back to our submenu by pressing the lab button. We are back at the original menu and we are at the page 2 of 4. Press the lower left button to enter our third page. In this case, it is pairing. Let's enter the pairing setting. Press the Run button and we are now in the position of setting our Bluetooth. Basically, this is the setting of your Bluetooth module, your application info, so I'm gonna skip this part by pressing the back button, because if you are going to pair your phone to your watch, you can do all of these settings using just the application. Move on to airplane mode by pressing the lower left button and then Run button to enter this submenu. Over here, you can shuffle between on or off by pressing the upper left button, and to choose whether you want your watch to be in airplane mode, simply by pressing the Run button. In this case, I'm gonna press the Run at off because I don't want my watch in the airplane mode. Now, let's move the arrow to phone finder by pressing the lower left button and try to enter it by pressing the Run, but I believe it's not going to be available since I have not connected my phone to a watch. Next up, press the lower left button and enter our unit setting. Press the Run to enter it, and I can set my units. To enter the distance, press the Run button, and I can choose my units. So is it going to be metric or imperial? I'm going to leave it at kilometer, but you can shuffle it using the upper button, then press the Run button at the selected unit, and then press the Run button, and the watch will implement it. Press the lower left button to move to calories, then press the Run button to enter it, and you can set your units for your calories. It's going to be calories or joules. Press the upper left to shuffle it, then once the arrow is at your selected or your preferred units, press the Run button and the watch will implement it. Now, press the lower left button to move to our height units. Press the Run button, and I can change my units of height by pressing the upper left button to shuffle it between centimeter or feet, basically imperial or metric. I'm going to leave it at centimeter, then press the Run button to implement the setting. Now, press the lower left button to move to weight, then press the Run button to enter it, and I'm here changing my units for my weight. To shuffle between kilogram and pound, press the upper left button. Once the arrow is where you want it, press the Run button and the watch will implement the setting. Let's see, is there anything else? No. Now, let's get back to our original menu by pressing the back button over here. So, we are now at the menu page 3 out of 4. Press the lower left button to enter the menu 4. We can reset it all, and these are the regulatories. Let's see what are the regulatories. So basically these are the informations, and you can shuffle it by pressing the lower left or the upper left button. It's a cool feature, Easter egg, as some would say it. Let's get it back by pressing the back button. Now press the upper left to move to reset all, then press the Run button, and I can reset all of the all settings of this watch. Since this is a stock or brand new watch, I'm gonna reset them, and I'm gonna leave my arrow at execute, then press the Run button. Are you sure? Yes, press the Run button. And now let's leave it to a watch. And there it is. Now the watch has reset all of its functions and deleted all of the values. That was the Gshock GBD-100 in a watch settings tutorial video, and thank you very much for watching, and if you are into watch related content, please subscribe. So thank you.